Deep in the world's most untouched regions, isolated tribes live with no knowledge of the outside world. Over thousands of years, these incredible groups have developed supernatural abilities that scientists can't explain. Swimming and diving just like turtles and crocodiles. I believe there are over 100 different groups in the Amazon region, especially the 9 tribes that effortlessly defy the laws of physics. We start with this indigenous tribe that breathes underwater longer than any human on Earth. With the evolution of modern tech, divers can easily reach ocean depths using specialized gear. However, there is a tribe that has never seen this equipment, yet they can stay underwater for up to 4 minutes. Meet the Moken people, a group of people with no true homeland. Originally migrating from southern China, they now live on scattered islands and coastal villages in mainland Thailand and Burma. Today, they are called sea gypsies because their lifestyle revolves around the ocean. They live off its bounty, gathering food, freediving, and living on boats known as kabang, which are usually isolated from the mainland. But this unique trait has been both a blessing and a curse. Due to their distinct nature, the Moken people have faced unfair treatment from mainlanders in Thailand. Despite this oppression, these tribes continue to thrive, spending time with their families and fishing for seafood out in the open sea. Because their entire lives center on the water, they have an extensive knowledge of the sea and live entirely off fishing and beachcombing. Even when they need other supplies like gas and food like rice, they simply trade their catch with outsiders. This is the only time they ever interact with the outside world. However, the most interesting stories about this tribe involve their children. The Moken diet consists mostly of fish. To catch their daily meal, the tribe's youth freedive without any scuba gear. They've practiced this so much that their bodies have evolved over the years. Now, they can hold their breath for up to 4 minutes, compared to the average person who can only stay underwater for 30 to 90 seconds. Additionally, this tribe possesses incredibly sharp underwater vision. The tribe's children spend most of their days diving in search of seafood. This ability isn't reserved for the tribe's elite. In fact, anyone can learn this skill easily, and all it takes is a little practice. Once the world learned about this tribe, news of their amazing diving abilities spread far and wide. It wasn't long before scientists flocked to their home, searching for the secrets behind their extraordinarily powerful vision. In 1999, Anna Gislin from Lund University visited the Moken tribes as part of a special research program. Gislin, accompanied by her daughter, came to Thailand to get to know the tribe. Whenever the tide rose, the Moken children would play in the water, diving to grab food several meters below her and her daughter's line of sight. Their eyes were wide open, effortlessly hunting for clams, shells, and sea cucumbers. Gislin said she believes the Moken children's ability to see clearly underwater is either due to an adaptation that radically changed how their eyes work, or because they learned to use their eyes differently underwater. And speaking of special abilities, have you ever heard of the tribe with skin so thick they don't even feel pain? It's the Hadza tribe. Imagine a group of people who know no fear, snacking on honeycombs while the bees are still inside. They live just south of the equator, between the soda-rich waters of Lake Eyasi in Tanzania and the walls of the Great Rift Valley. With a population of about 1,300 hunter-gatherers, they are known as one of the last indigenous tribes to practice hunting in Africa. Hadza men hunt using handmade bows and arrows. The bowstrings are made from animal tendons, while the arrows are crafted from wood and fitted with stone tips that are always coated in a poison extracted from tree bark. Any prey it touches has no chance of survival. If a bow successfully brings down a specific animal, it is decorated with that animal's hide. For the Hadza, hunting is a way of life, so they head out every day in search of the animals they feed on. They prepare and consume their catch right on the spot without the hassle of heading back to camp. Often, the bulk of the meat goes to the hunters, and whatever is left is shared with the rest of the tribe, given the abundance of food in the forest where they live. The Hadza tribe doesn't save what they catch for the next day. Instead, they take only what they need for one day, and the hustle continues the next. The Hadza diet isn't limited to meat. They also feed on tubers, baobab fruit, berries, and most importantly, honey. However, the most impressive and inspiring thing about this tribe is their search for honey. In the forest, beehives are located high up in thick baobab trunks and are fiercely guarded by aggressive soldier bees. Because of this, getting to the honey is usually difficult. Yet, the Hadza people eat these honeycombs easily without any fear of the bees. This is because their skin, after years of living in the wild, has become so thick that bee stings don't even bother them. But that's not all. The Hadza have a special ability to communicate with birds. When it's time to gather honey, they shout and whistle a specific tune to the birds, which guide them to the hives while chattering and spreading their feathers. Then, the tribespeople light a large fire to smoke the bees out of the hive so they can collect the honey. As for the wax and leftovers, they leave them for the birds to feed on. Some claim they have an incredible immune system that reacts to bee venom in a way that prevents any form of pain or reaction.
And if you think the body art of the Maori is scary, wait until you see the tribe members who literally walk around as terrifying skeletons. In the heart of Minda, Chimbu province in Papua New Guinea, lies the skeleton tribe, with a history that is both ancient and captivating. Their culture includes unique practices and traditions passed down through generations. The origins of this tribe go back to a mysterious story. About 200 years ago, a large number of their hunters went out to hunt in the mountains, but never returned. This mysterious disappearance worried the villagers. As a result, a group of brave warriors headed down to the mountain to uncover the truth. They found a cave full of skeletons. Despite the small size of the cave, the men saw a giant monster inside. They tried to flee by hiding in the crevices, but their hiding didn't last long. As soon as they would come out, the monster would devour them without mercy. So, to deceive this creature, they decided to paint their bodies with skeleton bones made from black and white clay. This way, they would appear as fallen hunters, blending in with those on the ground. They waited until the monster fell into a deep sleep before finalizing their plans and returning to their village. However, the unique practices of the skeleton tribe extend far beyond their body art. Their way of life, deeply rooted in their cultural traditions, is a symbol of their identity. The tribe celebrates this through vibrant dances, enchanting songs, and rhythmic drumming.
Speaking of unique dances, have you ever heard of the tribe that defies gravity and jumps higher than any other human on Earth? Introducing the Maasai tribe. There are very few people who are still unaware of this tribe's existence. After all, they are the most famous indigenous tribe in Africa. The Maasai are a prominent ethnic group inhabiting selected but vast parts of northern, central, and southern Kenya, and across the border in northern Tanzania. Thanks to their long history in the regions surrounding the Maasai Mara National Reserve and near Amboseli on the Tanzanian border, they have become known as the most famous ethnic people in East Africa. The secret to the Maasai's uniqueness lies in their attire, diet, and lifestyle. Their lifestyles and beliefs have varied through the ages, but this specific tribe receives significant attention. For the Maasai, the deceased do not require a proper burial. Instead, they leave the bodies out in the open for predators to eat. According to their beliefs, burying a tribe member harms the earth, so they offer them as food for wild animals. However, the situation is completely different if the deceased was a great leader. Additionally, the Maasai feature a unique wealth distribution system, where wealth is usually measured by the number of cattle, wives, and children each Maasai individual has. This simply means that Maasai men can marry many women and, consequently, father many children. The family scope then expands further as the children grow and become capable of tending the herds. Upon the father's death, the sons inherit the property. It is the duty of each wife to build her own house for her children within her husband's village. Furthermore, there is a hierarchy among the wives, where the first wife is considered to have the greatest value and authority, and her house is built near the husband's house. The Maasai people are also known for their bravery and prowess in hunting and war. They consider hunting the king of the jungle an easy feat, viewing it as the bravest achievement a worthy warrior can attain. For this reason, places like the Serengeti were turned into nature reserves, while the Maasai tribe was forced to leave to preserve the wildlife. The good news is that since 2008, this tradition has been replaced by a sporting competition to prove the warrior's manhood. This event is known as the Maasai Olympics and includes showcasing traditional Maasai warrior skills, including running, hunting, cattle herding, and even dancing. The traditional Maasai diet consists of meat, blood, milk, fat, honey, and tree bark. They usually drink both fresh and curdled milk. Fresh milk is drunk from gourds and is sometimes mixed with fresh cattle blood. The method of extracting this blood is quite interesting. During an appearance on a TV show, a guest who visited the Maasai Olympics described how they obtain the blood without killing the cattle. The blood is carefully extracted by shooting an arrow into the animal's neck. After draining the blood, the wound is closed using ancient techniques that act like magic in preserving the animal's life. However, drinking mixed blood is not part of their daily lifestyle. In fact, it is just a tradition practiced as a ritual, as well as being a source of nutrition for the sick. Bulls and sheep are slaughtered for meat on special occasions and celebrations. Maasai life revolves around their cattle, so they do not slaughter them often. Recently, the Maasai have begun diversifying their diet with agricultural crops like corn, rice, cabbage, and more. But what sparks most people's curiosity is their physical appearance. Because of their towering height, the tribe performs a unique jumping dance, which is an essential part of their culture. This dance involves jumping as high as possible without leaning on anything. Members of this tribe are known for their ability to jump higher than the average human, defying gravity and breaking the laws of nature. The Maasai are considered the tallest people in Africa and possess immense physical strength thanks to their calcium-rich diet. The Maasai are the most famous indigenous tribe in Africa, having been known and studied for many years, unlike other tribes that are nearly invisible.